Alright, I've already gone over my predictions, but in this video I'm going to do some more in-depth Elliott wave to show you exactly why I think we're going where we're going, which if you watched the last video I said like 404 is my prediction, possibly a double top maybe here for this B wave, for this double X, so maybe somewhere in there. So let's just go over the chart using Elliott wave and I'll show you where I think we're at. So I'll start on this X right here, this X wave. And so I have us as a first wave right here. Kind of hard to see on the daily, so I go down to the 4-hour. And this might be kind of a longer video too, but it's fun to follow along, see if you might learn something. So we have a little first wave right here. How far does this retrace? Past the 50% retracement, so we have one. I'm going to erase these after I'm finished showing you. 1, 2. And then we use parallel lines like I showed you in the last video. Clone it. Put it here at the bottom of this wave 1, and clearly this comes outside of it, so we know that's a third wave right there. But is that the third wave? That's the question. Or is that another first wave? Because look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know that there's going to be 5 waves in one of them, and then one of them is going to be just a up and down. If you go to smaller time frames, you can see it more in depth. But we're not going to go that small until we get down to the end of this move. So the way you can figure out which one it is you can take the fib retracement tool and see how far it retraced. This retraced 50%. So this looks actually like the start of the third wave. So 1, 2. So we would actually do 1, 2, and then you can see this right here. This is actually a green one. If you go down in time frames, you have to go down in lower time frames. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 right here. And I've already measured them, made sure the third wave was not the shortest. Obviously, you have the third wave right here, fifth wave right here. Third wave is longer, so that's valid. So outside of the parallel lines, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So that's the first wave. And then clearly A, B, C, second wave right here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase these. And we take this and we go parallel line to the second wave. Clone it. Bottom of the first wave. And what comes outside of it? Clearly right here is outside of it. But then you're looking at this like, well, what is this right here? Like, what is all this? Take the fib retracement tool down to the end of that first move, and you can see we have 3, A, B, C right here. And see how it doesn't retrace? It's between the 0.23 and 0.38. That's a valid fourth wave. So then we have fourth wave. Let's see if it... I want to see if this actually works out for this wave from the second wave. It barely does. This barely hits the top of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4, and then we have to figure out what this is now. And it looks like we have 1, 2. Remember, the second wave cannot go past the first wave. So we take the horizontal line just to see if it make sure it doesn't go past it. And it's a double top. Look at that. So we have 1, 2. And once you get to know this stuff, it's so much fun to chart. And then clearly, if I was to draw a parallel line across here, third wave is right here. The question is, where does the third wave end? Well, if the parallel line was going across here, it'd cross right in here. But you can't really see it unless we go down to time frame. So we go down to the 1 hour now. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just do the fib retracement tool. And where is it at? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's close to 1.61, not quite, but I mean it's still valid. So we have 3 right here, 4, and then 5 down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the fifth wave. So I'm going to erase these again. And so that would be A right there. And the reason that, the way that I could tell that this was not the fifth wave is because if you just look at this, this is clearly a corrective wave. So that could be a fourth wave right here. But then you look at this, A, B, C. Like that's not a fifth wave. So then it makes you think that the fifth wave ends here and we have the B wave coming past the end of the fifth wave, which is very clear as what is happening. You can see if it's a corrective wave by taking the start of it, going to the top of the B wave, cloning it, and then you can see this clearly doesn't come outside of here, so we know it's a corrective wave. So that can't be a fifth wave. So then we know this is a fifth wave. Then we have A, B, C right here, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, B. So now we have A, B. So we have that all worked out. So now we can zoom out a little bit. And then we have this wave right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave. I'm not going to go into that as in depth. And so the whole thing is A, B, C, Y wave. We can zoom out again and just look at the whole thing. So we had ABC, ABC, ABC. And so that's why people that are thinking this is a 5-wave move, I think they're wrong based on what I just showed you. This is definitely a 1, 2, or ABC, 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 and I'm still expecting ABC and then ABC down here. So now that we have this completed down to the Y wave, let's go down to the 2-hour time frame for what just happened this past week. And this is where it gets kind of interesting because I was down on the 15-minute time frame for this. And here's what I got. So we have down here at the bottom, we have 1, 2. And we have to be on the 15-minute time frame on this one because if you're not on the 15-minute time frame, you're not going to be able to see the move clearly. Even though sometimes it's hard to shift from the 15-minute time frame all the way to this is not right, to the larger time frames and be accurate. Sometimes you have to, or else you're going to not sum up the move very well. You're going to be off a little bit. So we have 1, 2, 3. It breaks the parallel line. And then we can take the parallel line from the top of wave 1 to the most extreme point of wave 3. Clone it. And you can see, I didn't draw it very long, but you can see it comes outside of here, right here. And then it actually goes above right here. But is that a fifth wave? Doesn't look like it because it looks like ABC to me. So that means it's A, B, C, 4 right here. So here's the pretty cool part right here. So now that we have this all mapped out, let's take a parallel line from the second to the fourth. We're trying to find the fifth wave, and look at this. I just found this out a second ago. You put it on top of here, and is that how I want to have it? Top of this one right here. And look at that. It pretty much nails the top of this parallel line. So the question is, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, is this the fifth wave right here? Or are we still in the fifth wave of this move? I don't think this is a fifth wave, actually. Because if this was a fifth wave, we would expect at least a 0.38 correction. So let's just see. This only went to the 0.23 fib. And so you know that that is not a B correction. This would be the end of A, and then this would be B, but that is not at least 0.38. So that's not a B wave. So then we're thinking this is probably a first wave, and we're going to have an extended fifth wave overall. So we have 1, A, B, C, 2. So then we can start at the end of the fourth wave, go down here, clone it, top of this, and clearly the third wave has started right there. So then you can go down in time frame as much as you want. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what it looks like to me right now in the 15-minute time frame. Could go lower in time frame, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. But let's just say that is the end of the third wave. We would clone it and put it on the second wave, and we would expect 1, 2, 3, 4 sometime in the end of 27th or the start of the 28th, and then one more move higher. How high possibly would be, let's say we go, here, let me do this first. Since this went past 1.61, we would take it, we'd probably only go to the 0.23 fib, and we need to get outside this line, so I would be looking for 386 on June 28th around 12 o'clock. So let's just say the fourth wave is right here. Okay, and then we can take the fib retracement tool, go from the third wave down to the start of the first wave, bring it back up here to around 385.50, and look for the 50% retracement, and 395.11 is our target. It doesn't have to go there, but that's just like a general target. So if that is the case, we'd probably be looking for this to happen maybe at the end on Tuesday for the A wave. So we'd have overall 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave. And that would be the official finish of the A wave. And then we know that the B wave has to come back at least 0.38. So we go like this, and we know that our target is at least 383 for the B wave or more. So the B wave can go all the way back down to here. So we don't know anything about the B wave right now. And the only other thing that we can possibly predict right now, so we predicted that maybe the A wave goes here. Maybe it doesn't go that high because you see this resistance right here. Maybe it just goes right here. So 392, 393, that would still be valid. But we'll just say 395 for now. All right, I'll do the top of this actually. And let's just see how high. And that would take the C wave after the B wave to about 413 to 415. And look at that. That's where the B wave was in early June, late May, and kind of where my prediction was at. Before I had 404, but now I'm thinking that it's very likely that we hit 415 by sometime in July or late August. So I just wanted to do a breakdown of how I do Elliott wave, give you guys an idea. You can follow that video and figure out how to use parallel lines. You can do it as well. But I just wanted to do a guide today. Of course, after it hits 415, I'm expecting it to fall down here pretty bad. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys, let you know what I do and show you how I do it. So that's it for this video, but I'm still looking for higher on SPY over the next couple of weeks into late July.